Good morning, Franklin Vipers. Today is September 17th, 2025. You're going to have all of your odd classes today, and this is your Viper News Update. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We are at Week at a Glance. We've made it to Wednesday. Today's National Constitution Day. We have after-school tutoring in social studies. Today and tomorrow, you're going to take the Panorama Survey. We have esports after school, cross-country practice, and we have a home volleyball game. Varsity, JV, and C team are going to play McAuliffe today. And our D team's on the road to McAuliffe, and our football team is also on the road to Bella Romero. Thursday, we have after-school tutoring. Venom is in the morning and again in the afternoon. Crochet Club is happening tomorrow afternoon along with Board Game Club, LULAC. And then our cross-country team is going to the Madison Invite at the Balsam Sports Complex. And we have volleyball and football practice. Friday, we have a no uniform day for $1, and it's that Fun Food Friday. Get that down, bring some cash, get some snacks at lunchtime. We also have esports after school, volleyball practice, and our football team is going to Northridge for the football game. If football players, if you haven't put in your or received your, we have not received your permission slip, then you're not able to go. So you need to get those in. If you need a permission slip, please come by the office. We have a whole bunch of them here waiting for you. Saturday, we have Saturday school from 8:30 to 10:30, volleyball open gym from 9 to 11, and football practice 8 to 9:30. Wishing all of our sporting event athletes the best experience. Remember, you represent our school, so play your hearts out. The Viper Cafe today is serving rectangle pizza, cheese or pepperoni, and the D6 savory snack kit. Tomorrow for breakfast, it's French toast. Don't forget about after-school tutoring. It's always Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and then we have Saturday school. So if you're missing assignments, you need to get yourself to a tutoring session. Classroom Coin Drive. Who's leading in the Coin Drive Scholars Mentor class that raises the most money will get an ice cream party at each grade level. And it's September 30th is the deadline. So we're really hoping that we can raise money for Miss Garcia, who's right now just needing our support. So we've been talking about career and college readiness and the part of hospitality and human resources. And we've just been looking at in education, but this week we've really focused in on human resources, and that's the ability to help others. So I wanted to highlight a victim's advocate. A victim advocate assists victims of crime with safety, counseling, and legal support. They help victims of domestic violence. They help children who have been abused by a caregiver. They help elders who have been exploited by a family member or somebody in the community. They help young adults that are rescued from human trafficking. They assist families who've lost a home in a fire or in a natural disaster. They help refugees that have arrived to our country who are new to our country. They support teens who've been cyberbullied, and they're also supporters and helpers of victims of hate crimes. So victim advocates help those, and it's a human services profession that specializes in victim advocacy. So if you've been a victim or somebody that you know has been a victim, for example, if you got into a car crash and it was a terrible car crash and there was a lot of injuries, and a victim's advocate will actually come to the scene of the accident to help provide the necessary supports to those in need. So Gear Up is also celebrating this week, and They're ready to learn are you ready to learn about different careers and how you can go to college? Again, it's just career college week. And Wednesday is today, so you get to choose and practice a new study habit. Ask a teacher for help. And you're thinking to yourself, why does this matter? It's because in any profession that you choose, you must have good study habits. You must have good organizational skills in order to remember things. So today's the day. Ask a teacher for help. It can only help you in the long run. I'm sure we've talked about this ad nauseum. October 3rd is that first school dance, $5 to get in, fun music, dance contest, and a great concession stand. So get this on your calendar. Hispanic Heritage Month, September 15th through October 15th. And a lot of folks have said, well, what is it? Well, it's when we celebrate Hispanic heritage, a time to honor the histories, cultures, and contributions of those whose roots reach Spain, Mexico, the Caribbean, and Central and South America. It's a time for the United States to celebrate you. It's a celebration of identity, culture, and pride, and a tribute to the lasting impact Hispanic and Latino communities have had on our nation. So on September 25th, we're opening our doors to families and to you for Hispanic Heritage Night. There'll be some food, good food. We also are asking people to do a potluck. We have dancers coming. There's going to be games. We have giveaways and prizes. So join us on September 25th from 5 to 7 p.m. in the main gym. I bet you didn't know this. Today is National Constitution Day. Yes, it is. So happy Constitution Day, scholars. This special day honors the signing of the United States Constitution. The United States Constitution was signed by delegates at the Constitutional Convention on September 17, 1787. It's the rule book for our government, protecting our rights as citizens and individuals who live here. So 8th grade social studies classes have been working through the first 20 amendments of the Constitution and exploring what they mean to us as students and future leaders of our great nation. So my assignment for you all today is this: 6th and 7th graders, I want you to ask one adult in your life at home or at school, what does the Constitution mean to you? And 8th graders, I want you to ask one adult in your life at home or at school, which amendment do you believe is the most important to you as an adult and why? Report back to your social studies teachers on Thursday and Friday with what you've learned. So you might want to write this down in your planner of what 6th graders, 7th graders, and 8th graders are being asked to do for National Constitution Day in order to report back to their social studies. And teachers, if you need to pause the video, this would be a good time to do it. And this announcement came from Mr. Freeze, our 8th grade social studies teacher. Thanks so much for sharing, Mr. Freeze. Franklin's core values, we've talked about this multiple times throughout the beginning of the school year, and it's leadership, responsibility, integrity, scholarship, and empathy. How do you remember? Well, it's Leaders Rise. So leaders stands for leadership. Rise is responsibility, the R. The I is integrity, S is scholarship, and E is empathy. If you can remember Leaders Rise, you're going to remember our core values. And speaking of those core values, we're just going to do another shout out to those who are nominated for their responsibility by one of their teachers. Maylene Cisneros, Shelby Chappell, and Jacob Meza, you were all nominated by a teacher in 6th grade for your examples of responsibility. So congratulations. Vipers of the Week in 7th grade nominated for responsibility, Lily Yazzie and Zayden Flores, you were nominated. And in 8th grade nominations, Eileen Ansloma Loma, Ethan Aragon, and Heavenson Diaz de la Rosa, you were all nominated by teachers in your grade for being good examples of responsibility. If you want to read about what these scholars have done, they're hanging up on that bulletin board by the cafeteria. So congratulations to those who are nominated. Don't forget sports eligibility. Athletes need to speak with your teacher to get missing assignments. No more than one F is allowed in order to play. This includes electives. We are here to help you get caught up. So it's time to tuck those cell phones and headphones away. Keep them in your backpack. If I see them in the back of your pockets, sticking out, I'm going to ask you to turn it over. We've asked you to put them in your backpack. They're a distraction. You don't you don't need them out for the day. So get those all tucked away because it's time to start a Franklin day. That's all for the daily announcements. Have a great day, Vipers.